Thanks for joining us for 5 on 5. I'm Joe Sullivan. Pleased to be joined by Blair Sundell, Executive Director, Southern Oregon Regional Economic Development Incorporated. Blair, that's a mouthful. Blair, thanks for being here.
Thank you very much, Joe.
All right, so what is SOREDI for people who don't know?
All right, so I'll give you the boring definition, which is that we are the Economic Development District for Jackson and Josephine counties, chartered by the EDA, which is the Economic Development Administration, through the U.S. Department of Commerce. Now, what do we actually do? We are a bridge between public and private industry. And what that means is that we work to secure federal, state, and local resources and funding opportunities on behalf of businesses so that they have the tools they need to succeed.
You took over as Executive Director last month. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So can you explain SOREDI's approach to partnerships and collaboration going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. So the thing about this area is that we have got a number of partners that we do our work through. They focus on workforce, housing, education, infrastructure, you name it. The way I look at the work that we do together is sort of like a Venn diagram in many cases. And I choose to look at the part where we overlap as not competition, but an opportunity for collaboration. So my goal is to be able to bring those parties together to move toward the same mission that we publish in our annual 5-year comprehensive economic development strategy.
Sounds like teamwork is such a big factor in what you do.
Huge.
All right, what is the biggest challenge facing Southern Oregon attracting skilled workers?
So I think that in attracting skilled workers, one of the things that we struggle a little bit with is the education throughput into the workforce. And what we do is SOREDI and Rogue Workforce Partnership and the Education Service District host industry tours throughout the year. And the purpose of those things is to make sure that we have information flow from private industry back to education so that educators know what it is they need to focus on to be able to provide a talented, skilled workforce for our businesses here.
It's all about making a match, right?
That's correct.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back with part 2 of our 5 on 5. Welcome back to part 2 of our 5 on 5. I'm Joe Sullivan. We're talking with Blair Sundell from SOREDI. What are the biggest barriers for new businesses considering Southern Oregon?
So a big one that we deal with right now is land use. So, you've got to have the land, you've got to have the proper zoning. We are working closely with Medford and Phoenix in order to work on a couple of big development opportunities. There's also some in Grants Pass. And so across the region, our focus is to help unlock that land so that businesses have a place that's shovel ready. And it takes a whole team, more than a 5 on 5 segment, to go into how that happens.
Yes, I am sure, yeah.
But I would say that is a big barrier right now that we're working through.
Now, how can everyday residents and business leaders get more involved in SOREDI's mission?
So I think that one of the things that we are trying to do this year is become more visible for business, private industry, and the community. So one of the things that we're doing right now is we have a workforce housing survey that's running through a company called Annam, and this was funding that came through Jackson Care Connect to help bridge the information gap of what is lacking for workforce housing for the employees of the businesses that are here. We have 11 employers ranging from small employers all the way to large employers, gathering that data. That's stakeholder feedback that we're using. And then we are looking to launch the Southern Oregon Business Conference again, which we did years ago. And we are looking this time to broaden the number of partners that we're bringing to the table there, namely meeting with Eli next week to talk a little bit about how we can collaborate in that effort.
All right, we have about a minute left. Is there anything else you'd like our viewers to know about?
I would say that we're here to listen. We're here to grow the partnerships that we have already been working toward growing over the last few years. We have an incredible team. They're a very approachable team. In fact, if I can give them a shout out,
go ahead.
They
no
are
cost.
so
go
ready.
Ahead.
They are so ready.
Okay.
Most dedicated individuals I've ever had the pleasure of serving with.
No, it sounds very nice and welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more local news.